Have you ever wondered how businesses consistently generate profits, seemingly beyond the direct costs of production? It is a fundamental question that delves deep into the mechanics of economic systems and the very nature of work itself. In the framework of Marxist economic theory, capitalist surplus value primarily originates from the unpaid labor of the working class. This means the additional value created by workers over and above what they receive in wages. The core mechanism lies in understanding labor power as a unique commodity. Unlike other commodities which have a fixed value, labor power, when put to use, has the remarkable ability to create new value greater than its own cost. Workers sell their capacity to work for a certain period, and their wages representing the cost of reproducing that labor power, covering necessities like food, housing, and other essentials. However, the actual work performed during the working day, and the value it creates, often exceeds the value of the wages paid to the worker. For instance, a worker might produce enough value to cover their wages in the first few hours of the day. The remaining hours of their shift constitute surplus labor time, during which they continue to create value for which they are not directly compensated. This extra value generated is what is known as surplus value. Capitalists, owning the means of production such as factories, machinery, and raw materials, purchase labor power as a commodity. Their goal is to put this labor power to use to produce goods or services that can be sold for a profit. The capitalist structures the working day and the production process to maximize this difference between the value created by labor and the cost of labor power itself. To analyze this further, economic theory distinguishes between constant capital and variable capital. Constant capital refers to the value of the means of production, like machinery and raw materials, which are transferred to the new product without creating new value. Variable capital, on the other hand, represents the wages paid to workers. It is this variable capital, the living labor, that generates the new and additional value, the surplus value. This surplus value is then realized as profit, interest, and rent when the products are sold in the market. Understanding the rate of surplus value, often termed the rate of exploitation, helps to quantify this economic dynamic. Ultimately, the understanding of surplus value reveals a crucial insight into capitalist production. Profits are not simply derived from smart investments or clever marketing. Instead, they are fundamentally rooted in the specific relationship between capital and labor, where human labor is capable of producing more value than it consumes in its own reproduction. This concept provides a powerful lens through which to interpret the distribution of wealth and power within a capitalist economy.